Welcome to Sundays with Sandy, a new segment on Last First Date Radio where we believe it is never too late to go on your last first date. I'm your host, Sandy Weiner. I'm a dating and relationship coach, a communications and boundaries expert, and I want you to go on your last first date. Do you love yourself unconditionally? Most of us let ourselves down from time to time. We accept and excuse bad behaviors from other people. We stay stuck in jobs and friendships and romantic relationships when we know we should leave. So let's talk about 5 ways to love yourself unconditionally so you can live a life in alignment with your true self. Number 1. Discover your core values. When you take the time to learn what you stand for and what you won't tolerate, you will begin to love yourself more. And one of the best ways to learn who you are is to discover your core values. This was an essential skill set that I learned when I was in coaching certification. You can go anywhere on the internet and find a values list and choose the top values that define who you are at your core, the things that you really stand for. And don't give those up for anyone. It took me a long time to figure out what those were, so if it's not something that comes easily to you, just find 10, and then you can narrow it down to 5, because if you know these are my non-negotiable core values, you will be able to really protect them, which brings me to step number 2. Set and keep boundaries to protect your values. Once you identify your core values, it's important to learn how to set boundaries to protect them. Boundaries are limits and guidelines based on what's most important to you. They teach other people how you want to be treated. So make sure to also enforce those boundaries, and that can be challenging, especially if people push back. Stay true to your values by protecting them with boundaries. Number 3. Be more compassionate towards yourself. Notice when you're beating yourself up. We all have negative self-talk. We all have ways that we sabotage our own self-worth. And just be aware and pause, and then speak more kindly to yourself. Turn those negative statements into more positive, self-accepting, self-compassionate ones. And over time, it's going to feel more natural, and your negative self-talk will become less and less. Number 4, take time to recharge. I can't stress how important it is to have alone time to recharge your batteries so you're not empty, because most of us are always giving to other people. So claim that alone time, whether you're in a relationship with a man or you are in a relationship with your friends or your family. Take that alone time. Don't just be giving. When you wake up in the morning, don't be giving to others before you give to yourselves. So nourish yourself first. Don't answer emails. Don't go make your family breakfast. Make yourself that hot cup of coffee or whatever gets you going in the morning to recharge your batteries before you start to give. Number 5, heal your emotional wounds from the past. If you're carrying wounds from childhood or your past relationships, it's going to be hard to let go and live your best life. Work with a therapist or a coach on healing those wounds so you can free yourself from the past and live in the present, which will really help you love yourself more unconditionally. Loving yourself is about knowing yourself well and protecting the values that are core to who you are. It's about changing your negative self-talk to a kinder, more compassionate voice, and it's about protecting your energy and healing the wounds from your past. Self-love is about living a life of wholeness, good health, peace, and empowerment. When you take better care of your needs, everybody in your life will benefit, especially your romantic relationships. And isn't that what we all really want? If you are ready to get unstuck, gain new tools, become more empowered, and finally find your last first date, I'd love to talk to you. Fill out an application to be considered for a complimentary half-hour love breakthrough session at lastfirstdate.com/application. That's lastfirstdate.com/application. I look forward to talking to you soon.